What's up guys, it's Roger and welcome back to the channel. The other day I was playing and I got myself a Wii ran and I decided that I wanted to just clip it and do some live commentary over it. You're going to notice a few points where there's some little stutters in the video. That's because I clipped like 7 different parts of this before I actually got the Wii ran. When I get to about 10 kills, I am like, well, I could actually get a Wii ran off this. So then I clipped that and then I just like kept clipping and I actually got one here. So I'm kind of just going to commentate over it, tell you my thought process while I play, and hopefully you guys enjoy. So I was starting on Midtown here. You can see I came down after capping the flag. I have to put a little rift here, sometimes up behind me on the higher section if I can, and then take some shots. I had the syncopation on with a 7th Seraph shotgun. I saw so many pings here on my radar, which is why I fell back down and decided to come over here at this guy. I have scatter nades on right there. You can see they're freaking nuts. If you haven't used scatter nades, definitely recommend it. Now I really wanted the kill on this guy, so I slid in, mapped him easily, and was looking for the next target. I went out this window, let myself full heal, and then take some shots with my syncopation, and was able to smack this guy with a teammate. Was looking for the next target, looking at my radar, and I saw somebody right over here to the right, but he wasn't peeking. Then I saw somebody else on the radar right there, so I decided to get aggressive on him. Unfortunately, with my shot and that punch was a little too late, so we didn't get the credit for him, but that was okay. I capped here and knew I wanted to peek down mid. I love peeking this when I have syncopation. It's such a good pulse rifle, and especially for these longer ranges. This guy lost his nuts. He didn't know what he was doing coming at me, but I saw all over the radar. They were all around me and knew I could take them out one by one, so it's kind of what I was doing. I saw this guy down here and saw there was actually 3 of them, smacked one and got ready to peek up on that Titan up on the left, but this guy started running down to the left of me, so I had to take him out. Now I had a scatter nade here, so I threw it at this shield. Scatter nades are great for doing damage to shields, so keep that in mind. If you haven't tried scatter nades, I definitely recommend giving them a try. They are really good, and especially if you're doing an aggressive playstyle like I do, then they can work really well with those shotgun type playstyles. Now here I just wanted to go towards B. I didn't want to get too close because at this point I was on a pretty good streak and I kind of just wanted to rely on the pulse rifle gameplay, so that's what I was doing. I was going to hold down for this guy, so I put a rift down just in case he wanted to challenge me so I could take him out easily, but I decided that I wanted to back up because I saw too many radar pings. I wanted to be careful. I saw the radar ping there coming from mid, so I decided to face off and was waiting for him. Clearance went out and I saw these 2 suckers. I was barely able to get that last kill there, and that put us to a 10-time streak. This guy was peeking. I was more than happy to take the peek with him, but he was being a little scared about it, so I decided just to wait for my teammates and kind of play around them. I went in here and played around that teammate just like I was talking about, smacked that guy with the syncopation and was looking for more. There was nothing on my radar. I could have capped B, and I was kind of just looking for my next targets. Saw this guy on radar, so got ready, but he wasn't peeking, and then I saw he was actually on B, so I decided maybe I'll get a little aggressive, but he ran out before I could even really do anything. I put a rift down just to heal because he was doing some okay damage, and threw the melee out. It actually whiffed, unfortunately, but I started going back because I thought he might push up here, and I decided I could take him out. I went forward with the shotgun so I could get aggressive, and this guy kind of flew around. He went the wrong way, but I was able to take the syncopation out and absolutely smack him. Again, here, I could have capped B, and that's kind of what I was looking at, so I went in there with the teammate and just started setting up shop for a second. Looking around, watching my radar, I knew that the enemy is still spawning over there near A, so that's where I was watching. I went back into the top tunnel here because I knew I could really face off well from here. That's exactly what I did. Got a good scatter nade to cut off any rotations. Thought this guy might jump up, so I got ready with my shotgun, and he in fact got smacked by my teammate, which was fine with me because I got the credit for it. Went back into the tunnel because I knew they were probably still going to push around B since they really wanted that flag back, but they did not really, so I decided, well, I'll go and rotate. Went around towards C, blinked around here to the corner so I could make sure I was peeking from the right side. This guy did not know where he was. Unfortunately, I did not get credit, but I saw on the radar again somebody was going to hop up there, and he sure did. I absolutely smacked him before he could fly as far as he wanted to, but you know, it's the brain of a Titan sometimes. Now, these guys weren't the best players in the world, but actually you'll see on the end screen, on the leaderboard, they weren't even that bad, to be honest. It was just a pretty fun, balanced match. And I was looking around here, they were in the spawn a little bit, and I got smacked there, but luckily that blink was good to getting me out of too much danger, and I was able to live. I was looking to use a Nova Warp here, but that guy kind of ran away, so I just smacked him, and this is where I was in the most trouble probably of this streak. I needed just to get out, so I popped this Nova Warp here, went over to the flag, was able to smack one guy, blinked up. I knew there was people behind me, but I wanted to go towards A because I knew they were spawning here. I was trying to blink again there, but I didn't actually have my blink up yet, so that almost screwed me, but I was able to get a full blast off, smack that one guy and the other guy went towards me and I smacked both of them. Got a good blink into a slide there. Make sure you're sliding out of your blinks. It gives you that good extra distance and also lets you change your direction on a dime. I saw this guy capturing A, so I threw a scatter nade at him just to do some extra damage, but this guy started coming at me. My teammate was able to finish the guy off on A. Clarence did go out there, but I was just really trying to reposition here. Went up into the top tunnel and was just kind of looking and watching my radar, waiting to see if anybody was going to push me. I saw they were on B and decided that I would like to face off with that, but there was a guy behind me too, so I had to be very careful. When you see too many people on your radar, especially in conflicting areas that might sandwich you, make sure you reposition and get yourself to a space that you can actually fight with the upper hand. This guy was in his storm trance. I knew I could kill him if I could just get the distance of him running at me, so that's why I went right here and was ready to face off with him. Unfortunately, he did not come out right there, but you'll see in a second he does come out in front of me over here, and that was enough to get clearance on him, which weakened him, and that was exactly where I got the Wee Ran. Now this guy had this stasis hunter roll behind me and I was like, oh shit, so I turned around and started running there. I do die 1 or 2 times after this, but thank you for watching. If you watched all the way to the Wee Ran, I'm going to commentate on the rest of the match if you want to stick around for that. So this guy, he got really mad. He bagged me a few times later. It was pretty funny, but he got absolutely smacked, and I was just looking around towards their spawn. I wanted to see if I could maybe get an undefeated, so I was kind of just going off. My scatter nade barely got caught on that little ledge there. That kind of made me annoyed, but hey, what are you going to do? The architecture of some maps isn't always the greatest, is it? I was looking around on my radar, just looking for enemies. Wanted to peek down here, so I slapped a rift down to get clearance and that extra healing and overshield, but they weren't really peeking too much, so I blinked across to this side and was just going to see if I could really get that peek, but again, they just weren't peeking. Now I was waiting for this guy to see if he wanted to peek, but teammates actually smacked him, and I turned around when I saw them on my radar, was able to dome this guy pretty well and picked up a kill there. Clearance went out, and I decided just to cap C with this teammate. I was looking around and I saw that they were in their spawn here, and this is where I actually, I messed up this pretty bad. I started whiffing a lot of shotgun shots on this guy, which happens sometimes, but that melee whiff really fucked me up. That was the guy who's gonna, you'll see later on, he teabags a little bit, but you know, justifiably I suppose, because I pissed him off quite a bit. Now I was holding here, looking at my radar, because I knew they wanted to peek me, and I was in kind of a bad spot, and I wanted to try to get out, so I blinked above this guy, absolutely smacked that kid. I was waiting for the other guy if he wanted to push me, but I wanted to just get away from him because I had no shotgun bullets left. I blinked on through here, and was turning around to smack this guy, and I was able to get him. Again, that's the guy's going to teabag, and then finally died. It was unfortunate. I could have lived, but it was just a bit of a bad situation. What I should have done is got around the corner, probably put a rift down, and then faced off if I wanted to. But hey, you know, it turned out all right. The rest of the match, I still get some pretty good kills and stuff. This guy wanted to challenge me. You can see even at close ranges, if they're stuck in the corner like that, I just threw my melee out, smacked him into the wall, and he was weakened actually because of clearance, so the melee did a little bit extra damage and finished him off. The tracking on that thing is insane, so make sure you're taking advantage of that. I threw a scatter nade out there, did a little bit of damage, which was pretty good. Just faced off with Dark Tunnel because I knew I could smack him. Syncopation is an amazing gun. I have a pretty good roll on mine. Of course, you can craft it, so definitely make sure you're crafting a good one if you can. I was going around the corner here, saw this guy on radar, and knew I could probably get a good blink above him, avoid this little golden gun he had going on, blinked again just to get away from that golden gun, and he wanted to run at me. So I blinked around him here, over him, and did a nice map onto him as I was falling. Looking at my radar, I saw there's more people all around me, so I slid in, was able to take that guy out, and that got me a nice little two-piece right there. I wanted to put a rift down before I reloaded my shotgun, and I barely got that reload off and was able to smack him. Looking for the last guy, I slid in, took him out, and got a nice like four-piece there with the shotguns. That's why I love the aggressive play side with Blink. I actually whipped a shot there, but I was able to punch him in the face, and it worked out just fine. I knew I could put the rift down there before I reloaded. Barely had enough time, and I was right about that, but just be careful. Got a nice blink here. Always know you can kind of blink above people's heads, and it kind of confuses them, and that's what I did there, and it really worked out for me. This guy would not stop. I had to track him down, but eventually I was able to get him. That put us into another 10 streak, actually, so as you can see, even after the Wee Ran, it was a pretty damn good game. I think I die like 1 or 2 more times. I know I die here because my Nova Warp runs out, and I was like, oh shit, and then here's where the guy teabags me. He was so salty, but hey buddy, you made it into a video, congratulations. It was pretty funny. I was like, alright, you know, whatever. Take your teabag. You finally kill me. That scatter nade, if I placed it a little closer to myself, I would have smacked both of them. And, I mean, God, I could have got a double Wee Ran in this video, if I'm being honest. I wish I never died. I could have gotten undefeated. It would have been pretty nice. Looking around the corner here, I saw this guy. was able to 2-tap him. I have Assault Mag on the 7th Seraph, so it shoots pretty damn fast, and you can see there, that's pretty nice, especially if you whip that first shot like I kind of did there. I was looking around helping my teammate if I could, but this guy was coming up behind me, so I was just waiting to see if I could smack him, maybe get clearance out, lock an area down. Threw my melee out there, you can see crazy tracking, it went around the wall and actually did hit that guy. So now he's volatile. If anybody could get enough shots on him, we could explode him. But I was just kind of taking shots right there. I have ricochet rounds on, so I like to shoot around walls sometimes, see if I can get some taps of damage. Oh, I bagged him right there, by the way, because, you know, he bagged first, and I saw he died, so I had to bag him. I came on this guy right here and barely died to him. I think I might have died because of latency, but again, pretty damn good game. I think I died like 2 times there. I mean, you gotta be aware of how amazing Blink can be, and hopefully this is one of those videos that can really show people how amazing Blink is. If you enjoyed, leave me a like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you want to see more in the future, and that is it for me today. Have a great day, Guardians.